and welcome to today's stream. We are doing tea leaf reading again. It was pretty popular, and I know a lot of you really wanted a tea leaf reading, and a lot of people didn't get one. My only problem is I lost the list of people who did get one, so I'm not really sure who actually had one. I know Miss Venus had one, I know Jasmine had one, and I know Sid had one, but I kind of forgot who else had one. So I may not, I know it says I'm prioritising members. I have Rain, Kieran, Kira, and Tam as priority of members, but I might do some non-members today. I'm not really sure. Just depends who jumps in. So Miss Venus, um, if there isn't a lot of people, if it's very quiet, you can't have one. But you had one. I think you were the first person to have one. So I'm just trying to. There was a lot of interest in it, like a lot. So I'm just trying to, for this one, do some people that haven't had one yet. But if it is very quiet, you are absolutely welcome to another one. Of course, we'll just see how it goes. So actually, I actually don't have my new tripod yet. I think I will get it maybe Tuesday. So my phone is standing on my mic, and but it's doing well. It looks okay. It looks okay. So yeah, I'm really happy to do readings for people who've already had them, but just if it's like a super popular thing, I just try to get as much people to have one as they want, as many people as possible who want one is what I'm trying to say. So Mohammed, hello and welcome. Maya, hello and welcome. Sarumi, hello and welcome. So Maya, yeah, didn't you have one last time, Maya? I'm pretty sure that you had one. But apologies if I'm wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure that you had one. So we have Healing Tarot, we have Sarumi, we have Miss Venus, and we have Maya. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for a moment because I have posted about this, and I'm a little bit late as well. So we'll just see if there's a few people who pop in. We'll just see how it goes. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. No, it's only for people who. Well, it's not only for people who didn't get one, but I'm going to prioritize people who didn't get one. Basically, that's basically how I will do it. So if you're in the chat, if you did not have a tea leaf reading last time, please comment in the chat. Okay, let me know. Especially if you are a member, but if you're not, that's fine. Um, um, so the crystal ball, so Miss Venus, so it is going to start at 7 GMT, but is going to go on until 9. So it's going to be a 2-hour crystal ball. So you should be able to make that. Yeah, you should be able to make that. Hopefully I can get you in the chat there. I only posted a heads up to members actually about that. So we've told some subscribers now that it's happening, but I wanted to prioritize members for that crystal ball. But yeah, so what can I say here? Is that okay? Do you think that's okay with you, Miss Venus? That it's going to go on until 9 p.m. So it is going to be a 2-hour stream. So I'm sure you will get some questions. But catch up with me on Facebook if anything goes wrong. Catch up with me on Facebook. So let's see. Fire and Water, hello and welcome. Sarumi says, I think I'll wait. I'll be here for a while. Last time I was nowhere near, the list was quite long. Don't think I have a chance. Yeah, but you're here now, and there's no one on the list is here now. So we do have. I am beginning. So whoever wants one right now, fire and water. Would you like me to do your reading right now? Just let me know. I just need to know because I need to know you're going to stay for the reading. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Maya says I haven't got. You didn't get one. Okay. And Sarumi says, okay, I would like one. Fire and Water says yes, please. Okay, so our list, Sarumi was in first. So I did see in the chat that Sarumi was. Let's make a new list. This is why I make like a million lists for everything, and I'm like, was that the list for Aura? Was that the list for, I don't know, any candle reading? I don't know. So let's do, Sarumi will be first. Then we will have, Maya, yes, Maya. And then we will have Fire and Water. So we got through 4. We're not super rushed for time, but ideally, ideally it'll be a 2 hour stream at most. Excuse me. My throat's a little bit dry. Um, so yeah, it does get really busy, Miss Venus. It does get really, really busy. I know, I do get that. The only thing is, if I could start at 8 p.m., but then it would only be an hour stream. So, yeah, because I have to finish by 9. So, I'm thinking how I could do that then. Maybe I could do an hour crystal ball and then move into members at 8 p.m. I could possibly do that, like split it up to a normal crystal ball and then members. I don't know if that's maybe the way that I could work around it. So let me know your thoughts on that. That's like all I can think. So um, okay, so Mark says, let me know what a tea leaf reading is. Okay, so let's go over it. I'm just assuming that everyone was on the last stream. So yeah, that's a good point. So there are many excuse my throat. I'm talking a bit raspy here. So there are many forms of divination. Of course, we have tarot, we have pendulum, we have oracle cards, we have candle wax reading, we have palm reading, and all of those things. And tea leaf reading is just a different way of doing a reading, and it's a very ancient practice. It's very, I don't know if I'd say like traditional, but so we have this is my special tea leaf reading teacup. So I will explain a little bit about it. So what we do, we put herbs into the teacup. Ideally, if you were with me, you would drink the tea or maybe just sip it. If you didn't really want some, you could just sip it. It's just to put your energy into it. So you could sip it, you could drink the tea, but we leave the tea leaves in the bottom. Then we turn the cup around, we spin it 3 times clockwise, and then we see where the herbs land, and where they land on these different symbols has different meanings for you. So that's kind of how the reading works. So yeah, I hope that's a good explanation. It's just a different type of divination, basically, of reading. So please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate it. Like I know I keep saying this on the streams lately, but I kind of go with the likes. So if a video only gets like 3 likes, I'm like, okay, people don't want that. So it's like people don't want a free tea leaf reading for some reason. So the more you like the video, the more I'm going to keep doing them. The more likely it is that you will get more readings, basically. You know what I mean? So crystal balls tend to get a lot of likes, pendulums. So I kind of stick to them. But if you want me to vary things, if you want me to do different things like this, do make sure you are liking the video. I really appreciate that. Oh, we have Tam. Tam says, hi Venus, I made I would love a tea leaf reading. Fire and Water, you look fabulous. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that compliment. Miss Venus says, I know, I just thought I should ask. Well, let me know what you think of that. Do you think an hour crystal ball and then our members? Do you think that maybe we could do it that way? Because I am kind of happy to do that. So Tam, you were prioritized on the last one. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm sorry about this, but I am going to put Tam first because Tam was a main priority. We have four main priorities: Rain, Kieran, Kira, and Tam. But I'm going to stick to this list now, so don't worry. I'm not going to push anybody else forward. But Tam's here before we began, so she is going to get her reading. So the list now is Tam, Sarumi, Maya, Fire, and Water. Now, like I said, I got through 4 last time on the 2 hour stream. So you guys are definitely going to get your readings, okay? You guys are definitely going to be done. Tam, Sarumi, Maya, Fire, and Water. Then any time left that we have, we'll see who's jumped in, we'll see what's going on. Maybe Miss Venus will get another reading if it's really quiet and there's a lot of time. We'll just see how it goes. We just have to go with the flow and see how it goes. So Tam says I'm going to jump in the shower really quick. Can I go in just a bit? Okay, so your readings first. So take note of where we are at the moment. So we're about 10 minutes into the stream. So maybe when you come back, go to the 10-minute mark and like watch from there, perhaps. Like kind of like a timestamp. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe 12, 15, depending on how long you take. Sorry, how long I take doing this, I mean. So yeah, if you go around to about you're prioritized on the last stream, and I keep kind of missing you. So yeah, I asked you to do Tam first. So we'll do Tam, Sarumi, Maya, Fire and Water. So I hope you guys are happy with that. I hope you guys can stay with me and enjoy the reading and join in. Last time people were, um, seeing their own symbols in there. We were looking them up and things like that. It was very fun. It's a fun kind of thing to do together. So we are fully cleansed. Right now we're fully cleansed and fully protected at the moment. So we're going to go right in with Tam because I've already cleansed, but in between each person, of course, I will cleanse. So the kettle is boiled, it should still be, yeah, pretty hot. So I still have my lemon grass one. I'm so, I need to get Earl Grey, I need to get a new tripod. There's a lot of things I need to do that I'm just not doing because I'm pretty busy, but that's good. So bear with me. So, okay. So we're using this at the moment. The teas are better. They shape, how they shape in the teacup. But this is okay. We used this last time. There's nothing wrong with using this. So okay. So if Tom had like a specific question or a specific theme, then maybe think about that, have that in your mind. But rarely a tea leaf reading is very general. It can bring up a lot of different things depending where the tea leaves land. So let's just get on with Tom so everybody else can get a reading. So there we are. So I'm doing a tablespoon, as you can see, of my nice little lemongrass. So we'll just leave that there. So there are herbs, but we need to fill up. So we're filling up to the black line here. If you can see the black line, we're filling up here. And yeah, like I said, if Tom was with me, she would maybe wait for the tea to cool a little bit. Maybe she'd have a little sip. Maybe she'd, hold the cup and pour her energy into it. But of course, we can't do that whilst we're online. So, of course, I will think of Tam's energy. I will put it in here. I'm sure it'll be on Tam's mind as well. So, it should be fine. So, a lot of people spin the cup whilst the water's in it like this. We do 3 spins in a clockwise motion. Bear with me, I just got a message. Okay, that's great. Okay, right. Okay. So so some people would spin it 3 times clockwise with the water in it, but I'm not going to do that. So we have to focus on Tam. Like I said, Tam will be drinking this if Tam was with me. But so what we're going to do, we pour the water out, trying to only have the herbs left in the cup. So I just have my bowl here where I'm pouring the water into, just so you know. Okay, so that's quite interesting. It was very difficult to keep the herbs in the cup, so we don't have a lot of herbs in the cup, which is interesting. So this is for Tam. So what I do now is I put the cup on the saucer, and I do spin. Now I spin 3 times in the clockwise motion. If any of the herbs want to fall anywhere else, then they will do that, and they're very welcome to do that. So, yeah, so there we go with Tam's cup. So we are looking at, excuse me. So we are looking at where it lands, and like I said, and like the hello Jasmine. So like Tam, this is yours. So like I said, I am still new to this. So the streams that I did earlier, I think 2 or 3 of them, that was my main practice of this. I haven't been practicing whilst I'm away. Haven't been practicing whilst I'm not on stream. So just bear with me. I am still referring to the book, but if you see any symbols, anything that you think, and remember as well, when you do a divination, you do want to learn, like for example, you want to learn a tarot, you want to learn what's in the book, but you also do want to go with your intuition as well. Always want to go with your intuition. So here we have for Tam. So we have a lot of herbs on, let's see, the snake. We have 1 herb which really tries to escape there on our love heart. We have a lot of herbs in the, I forgot what symbol that is, but how we read it. So we read it clockwise, and we go from the first row first. So this first row with these symbols, see these ones? We read that first. That is the current or very near future. And, we got a super chat. Great stream. Tell me about your necklace. Hello and welcome. Thank you very much. So, yeah, so I will talk about this in a moment. So, let's do Tam's readings, and I will talk about this. Yes, thank you for noticing that. It is very pretty, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But let's first focus on Tam's reading. So we go clockwise. We're looking at the snake first. Now, we already know the snake is it's not really great. So the snake is it's something I think it's about person. Let me double check the snake. Um, snake. Someone does not deserve your trust. Be watchful and do not confide in anyone that you do not know well. If other warning signs appear on the cup as we go around, keep quiet and guard your secrets well. So, okay. So, what we're doing here is we're being very careful about people so that someone isn't trustworthy. So be very careful about people around you. This could be like people at a workplace, friend group, anything. But the thing is to um, have that intuition about who you can trust, and don't be too open with people that you don't know. Don't be telling people anything that's vulnerable or that they could use against you, basically. So just be careful. It's kind of like a warning to be careful of who you trust, basically. So I wouldn't worry too much, Tom, but I would think about that. Like, am I connecting with someone I can't really trust? Just think about that. Pooja, hello and welcome. I'm very well. Oh, I put you on the list. Wait, did you have one last time? I can't remember. Jasmine says, hi, I'm just hanging out for the crystal ball. Will members be able to attend both streams if you do it that way? We usually have a lot of questions and 1 hour tends to not. I know, but I only have 2 hours today, unfortunately. So what I'll do, I'll finish Tam's readings. I'll check when I can next do one because it's just difficult because I only have 2 hours. So we can either do an hour of normal crystal ball, an hour of members, or we can do just a full normal crystal ball for 2 hours, and I can try to schedule very, very soon a longer members one. Just let me know. Would you prefer that? Let me just check my calendar. Sorry, Tam. I'm so sorry. So let me just check this. I'm knocking everything over. Oops. Okay. So we have the members channeling tomorrow. So we can do members crystal ball tomorrow then. Before that. Or I can change the time of the channeling, and we can do. So we'll see. I'll do a poll on that. I know Miss Venus would probably prefer 8 p.m. as the crystal ball. But so what we'll do, we'll do a normal crystal ball today since we only have 2 hours, and then we'll do a members crystal ball tomorrow. How does that sound to you guys? Um, and then I can either do the channeling afterwards, or I can move the channeling. And the channeling is just for a few people who haven't got one yet. So yeah, I think it might be okay to move that. We'll see. We'll have to talk about that. If anyone has any thoughts about that, do comment it. But yeah, let's go back. Sorry, Tam. Let's go back to the reading for now. But do let me know your thoughts on that. So you have to be careful if you're trusting at the moment. You're putting your trust in, and it can also be kind of like energy of is the scammers around? Be very careful of things like that. You have a little bit in the horseshoe, a little bit. I know the horseshoe is luck. It's kind of like it's almost like fortunate coincidence, lucky breaks, and meaningful surprises await you. Keep an open mind. But there's very minimal energy. When I say energy, I'm referring to beliefs. There's very minimal energy in your luck section. So that could imply that, you're struggling a little bit with the luck side, but could imply as well that, there's opportunity for that to grow a little bit because the leaves are going there. They're kind of trying to push you there. So I would say that maybe your luck at the moment is not great, but there will be some improvement with your luck. And it will, again, we're in the near future at the moment, so it will be pretty soon. So we have one little tea leaf that escapes to the love heart. Don't forget, guys, if you see any symbols or letters or anything like that, let me know. One little tea leaf escapes the love heart. I find that interesting, and of course the love heart's going to be about love, but let's just check what it says. Ace of Hearts. Love and romance are on the menu. This could mean spending time with your partner or the beginning of a new relationship. Your home life is also important to you now, which could signify a move or making improvements on your current home. There's one tea leaf that landed there, but I found it interesting because it just kind of went off on its own. It's very isolated. So it feels kind of like there's possibility on your love path, but maybe you're not seeing it, or maybe it's a very, it could be something like, you're you're going to meet in the set in one place, and if you don't do that, you kind of, it's like a missed opportunity. Ships passing in the night. So it does kind of seem like there's a small opportunity in the current chapter of love. But that's just the current chapter, so don't worry too much. If there is any issues on the love path, this is current and near future. So it doesn't mean, we'll look further into the cup as we go. We do have a little bit on the cat as well. So I'm going to look at that one. The cat, let's see. Um, Independent streak, yes, of course. A free spirit, seek an outlet now. You may feel like behaving unpredictably. Be adventurous and follow your heart, yes. So it's all, and the cat, of course, it is all, the cat is about balancing independence and companionship. I've explained this a lot of times on stream, where the cat can go off and it doesn't want you to stroke it. It wants to go out on its own. You don't even know where it goes. Sometimes it comes back, it sits on your lap, it purrs, and it doesn't want to leave. And that's the energy. It's like, you're going to kind of balance between your companionship and your independence. So there might be a little bit of independence coming. And again, if you feel spontaneous at the moment, you feel like, I wouldn't say taking a risk exactly, but doing something a little spontaneous, that's okay. Go with that. So then we are moving to the cross. Okay, so we have a lot of energy in the cross, so we do want to look at that. So the cross is, let's see, a warning against overdoing it, taking on more than you can handle, or making impulsive mistakes by rushing things. Slow down and let go a little. So this one is very contradictory to the cat, because it's telling you to be careful with your spontaneity, I guess. Be careful with kind of risk taking in a way. But yeah, so you might be taking on more than you can handle. So if you are going to do that spontaneous thing, if you are going to, maybe the spontaneous thing is a trip or a break, because it seems like maybe you need a break. Maybe you're overdoing it. You could be overdoing it physically, but it can also be like mentally, like you're overthinking things too much, you're worrying too much. It can be that as well. So just bear in mind that you're kind of getting a warning to take a breather. Have a little holiday, maybe something like that. A little getaway or something. So then, so we're moving now into the curve of the cup, which is a more distant future. Okay. So let me just check we need to look at I need to get this into my brain. So we have the Jupiter. You have a lot of energy in the Jupiter. If you can see, you can't see the Jupiter symbol because there's a lot of herbs in there. So that is luck, expansion, heartwarming encounters brightening your life, long distance friendships or trips could broaden your horizons too. Okay, so trips are really, really coming up. So, travel and things like that are really coming up. It does seem like it's on the horizon for you. Maybe it's just in the planning stages at the moment, but really, we're getting a lot of messages about travel and trips here. So we definitely see that, at least in the near future. And then we also have, which I should have looked at first because I'm supposed to be going clockwise, I'm so sorry. We have a lot of energy in between let's see, our Venus and our, what's it? I forgot what this one is. Oh gosh. Sorry, our Mars and our Venus, I'm so sorry. So, Venus, love and harmony brings delightful interludes. You may be feeling creative, so creative and romantic, so sacral energy coming up. You might have a creative flow. You might really connect with your romantic relationship there as well. That's in the more distant future. And then you have Mars, energy, action, and assertiveness. Go for what you really want, unless other symbols advise against it. So with the Mars is saying go with what you want, but the other symbols are saying don't overdo it. So you really have to find balance. The cat as well. With that cat energy, with some contradicting messages about spontaneity and travel, feels like you need to balance. It feels like you're a little bit unbalanced. Do those trips, do go and do those things that you want, do go and achieve things, but just slow down a little bit. Make sure you're balancing yourself and relaxing a little bit. So yeah, so that's what we have there for Tam. So, so our first crystal ball, I was saying crystal ball, our first tea leaf reading for Tam. So that's what we're seeing here. Travel and love seem like the main things that are coming up here, but there is really messages about taking that break, not overdoing it, okay? So that is for Tam. So what we do, of course, we have to empty the cup. Bear with me. I didn't get anything to just give this little, give this little wipe with. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Okay. Ah. So, ooh. So our next one is Surumi. So do we still have Surumi present? Is Surumi still here? Um, just have to make sure we get all the herbs out there. Don't want to interfere with the next reading. So do have to give it a little clean. So, um, yeah. So what we do, so you will cleanse, you would cleanse the cup in between readings, of course. We have Tam's energy in here. We don't want Tam's energy interfering with Surumi's reading. And that is also why I don't drink the tea and what can I say? I pour it out instead because I don't want to put my energy in it either. So, I did get a super chat, so I'm just going to, so is Sarumi here? Let me know if you are. So Sarumi, Maya, Fire and Water. If any of you guys are still here, please do let me know. But I'm going to talk a little bit about this necklace now, because I did get a super chat about that. So I think I've posted about these before. So these are spell necklaces. So basically, you know how sometimes you get like spell jars and you might make a necklace out of it or something like that. I think I've sent some members spell jar necklaces, I think, before. Um, this is a kind of different way to wear your spell, and it's kind of I suppose it's like you don't look as witchy, you look a little bit more I don't know, but you know what I mean. You're not carrying a spell jar around with you basically. So what it is I create the spell for you, and I channel a sigil. So I channel a sigil. There's loads of different shapes of these. So we have hearts, we have circles, we have squares and all different shapes, whatever you like. And what I do is I put the sigil in there. So this sigil is, for me, this is a love. So this is heart chakra energy. This is love sigil, and this is my love necklace. So yeah, so that's what I'm wearing at the moment, and it's a spell. So it is a sigil from a spell, and you're carrying that spell energy around with you. Um, I will link that. I will do a post about that because yeah, I am selling these. I am doing these for people. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I hope that you guys like it. I know it's pretty difficult to see. Difficult to see because they're pretty small. I'll show you the other ones just for a moment. Do we have Sarumi? I don't know if we have Sarumi here anymore. Unless I'm behind in the chat or something. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, I didn't see those. Sorry. Oh, there's messages I didn't see. Fire and water. I see like a butterfly at first that look like a maple leaf, but I don't know if this is a symbol. It's next to. Oh, okay. So yeah, I love when you guys point things out. So for Tam, so we're seeing a butterfly or a maple leaf. We might get that in here. There is some animals. There is some nature signs. So let's just see if we find anything like that. Yeah. Thank you, Fire and Water. I didn't think anyone was joining in with me there. Wait, what did you say? Butterfly. Butterfly. I don't think we do see a butterfly. But don't forget, like I said, you don't have to refer to the book. I'm just trying to get a little bit more into it. But you can totally go with your intuition when you feel like you're tapping in. You know, if you feel like your gift is heightened. So the butterfly, we do have butterfly, an ancient symbol of the soul. Butterflies denote pleasure and passing joys. Occasionally, they are warning against fickle actions or an inability to settle down to a task or relationship. Usually, they suggest delightful experiences and are considered lucky. So it's mostly a lucky thing. But yeah, you might be a little bit up in the air. You might not really know where you're settling right now. So that's kind of the message of the butterfly. You know, it's not like pushing you to like you have to settle right now, but maybe that's something to think about. You know. But yeah, generally considered lucky, so that's good. Excuse me. So maple leaf. Let's see if we have maple leaf as well. Oh, I love it when you guys join in. I didn't see the chat down there, so I didn't know. We have leaf. We have a general leaf. So let's see. Leaves are connected with the passage of time, hence the saying turning over a new leaf. Since leaves also refer to pages in a book, springtime, new growth, and fresh starts are possible now. A cycle of events is just beginning or coming to a close. Either way, the changes involved will be natural and inevitable, just like the growth and decay of the leaves themselves. So yeah, we do have a message for Butterfly and Leaf. Thank you for pointing that out. So Tam, that was also for you. Beauty of Nature, hello. So Rumi says, let's do palm readings. Yes. So I'll do a post about palm reading, but I have to. It's been a while, so maybe if you have had one before, you could get another one. But honestly, palms change so slowly. Like the lines on the palms, they can change. But if you have a palm reading, you don't really want to get another one for like a couple of years because it just doesn't change that much. But yeah, we'll see. So I'll see who wants one. Preferably people who haven't had one. Preferably. Miss Venus says it sounds great. Tam says, what you saying sounds great? Is that the member stream tomorrow? Sorry, I'm behind in the chat, so I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Tam, I do need to take a breather and rest more. Yeah, it really seems that way. It seems like even if it's not like you're taking a lot of action, it could be like you're overthinking and really in your head. Cherry Blossom, hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Miss Venus, a lot of Sagittarius energy. Tam, I just worked on my global entry application this morning and I have been feeling more creative in my journaling. Great, great. Yeah, so that's the sacral energy coming through. Um, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So yeah, definitely be open to that travel. And I would definitely say be open to the spontaneity that you're feeling. Just be careful because you did get a few warning signs, so you just want to be a little bit careful. Miss Venus sees very expansive energy, Tam. Jupiter is on your side. Very nice. So Maya is here. Fire Water says I have 2 spell jars. Miss Venus says I love your tattoo, so pretty. Thank you so much. So I did do a video when I got this, but yeah. So it says, I know it's backwards to you guys, but it says secret frequencies, and it has the Venus symbol as well. So that's me, and then secret frequencies. So yeah, I actually have a tattoo of secret frequencies. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that you like it. I'm so glad. I do have a few more tattoos. I have 2 more tattoos. Fire and Water, I will get one of these 2. Can you combine spells in one necklace? It depends what they are. If, like, say for example, you wanted cleansing and protection, that could be in one. If you wanted like a sweetening spell and a love spell, that could be in one. But if you wanted, say for example, you wanted a money spell and a love spell, you don't really want to combine that energy. So just let me know what you want, and I can see if I can combine it. I'll see. Thank you. Miss Venus, don't forget to like the stream as well. Crystal ball, yeah, okay, we'll do members tomorrow then. So we'll do a normal crystal ball 2 hours, around 2 hours today, and then we will do yeah, we'll prioritize members crystal ball tomorrow, and maybe we will definitely get to the channeling, but we'll see what happens with that. Maverick, excuse me. Maverick, hello and welcome. Fire Water says it's a beautiful tattoo. Thank you. I'm so glad that you like it. So the spell jar, the spell necklaces also, they do come in like a little bag, and they have so this is money rice. So this money rice will be used in the spell. It's rice for abundance, basically. It's money rice. So it's generally used in spells for abundance, but we can use it for like luck and things like that as well. So if you're having like a love spell, you still want good luck with that. So they come with the money rice from the spell. So you're pretty much getting the spell sent to you. So I do the spell, of course, and then I do the sigil on here, and I also give you the money rice. So I'll show you some others that I have done. So this one is protection. I don't know if it's in focus. That one's protection, and of course they all come on chains. I just like them because they're so small. Let's see. This one is a love one, so we have a love one here as well. So that's pink for a love one, like, you know, pink energy, but my one is green heart chakra energy, but still love. It's a love spell. So yeah. So it comes in a little bag. You get money rice as well from the spell. So yeah, I will link that. I'll link that, and I'll do a post about it, or after I've finished here, I'll link it in the description of this video. But just remember, my website is simply secretfrequencies.com/shop, and everything's on there. You'll find everything I do on there. So Sarumi says, I'd like the focus of my reading to be the energy surrounding me now and in the future. What's coming for me, pretty general. Yes, and that is kind of how it goes. So you're getting your current thing in the outside here, and in the curve of the teacup, you're getting kind of more distant future. If we do get any symbols in the very center, that could be very, very distant future. That could be very distant future, you know what I mean. So Jasmine, I'll be in the stream today because I may be at work tomorrow, if that's okay. I don't know, guys. If you all remember, you are welcome to every single stream. You are welcome to any stream. Just because it's not a member stream doesn't mean I don't want you there. I realized that I've really minimized the amount of crystal balls that I do that aren't members. It's pretty much like a member thing now. So I just wanted to do a few kind of normal ones. But yeah, members are always welcome in every stream. So okay. So please like the video if you haven't liked it already, as I always say. But we're going to go on with Sarumi now. So what we do, so bear with me. So what we do, we cleanse the cup. So a lot of people would just have like their stick of incense or sage, and they would just cleanse the cup and the saucer. And that's just to make sure that Tam's energy is not in Sarumi's reading, you know? So you could do it like that. You could use a crystal. If you have a particular crystal that you like for cleansing, you could put the crystal in there for a little bit. You could put the crystal on here and, you know, put the crystal in there and put your teacup like that. That's a great way to cleanse it as well. So there's many methods of cleansing the teacup, but I am doing vervain. So people that know me know I am a huge advocate of vervain. Not sponsored in any way by it, but I'm a huge advocate of vervain because it's really, if you take, you can take it orally. It's like a tincture. You can put it in water, and if you're experiencing a psychic attack, it stops it very, very quickly. It's very good. You can also get it as a herbal tea. The tincture is kind of like alcohol base. If you don't want that, you can get just a plain herbal tea of vervain. So yeah, just a little thing about vervain there. But let's get into it. So what we do is just 3 drops of the vervain, and this is for cleansing the cup for Sarumi. So we're ready. So we're putting it like this. We have our 3 drops of vervain in here, and we're turning 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So we are cleansed of Tam's energy, and we want to do Sarumi. So what we do, bear with me, I need a dry spoon here. Right, okay. Okay, so we have a spoonful of the tea. There we are. And then we have, so let's see, are we still hot? Yeah, we'll still probably boil after this one, but it's pretty good right now. So I boiled a bit too soon. So again, fill into the black line, focusing on Sarumi. Sarumi might be focusing on something specific. I know you said it was general, but like I said, if Sarumi was here, very welcome to take a sip of the tea, hold the teacup, just put your energy into it in some way. But I will just be focusing on your energy as I stir the herbs, and well, during the whole reading, I'll be focusing on your energy. So let's see how we go here. So that's very, very nice. Okay. So we're pouring the water out. We're trying not to pour all of the herbs out. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So there we have Sarumi's. So as you can see, it's very different from Tam's. So we have very different energies and things going on here. But again, we have a little bit of water left here. So we're turning our teacup over, and again, spinning it 3 times. So 1, 2, sorry about the noise. 3. There we are. So we have Sarumi's energies in our teacup. So let's go. Okay. So yeah, this one's got a lot going on. It seems to be more distant future. So if we look at it, so we're looking at it here again. If you guys see any symbols or any letters or anything, let me know. But what we're seeing here is we do have we don't have a lot of energy. So like I said, around the rim is our current chapter and very near future. The kind of curve of the cup here and here with those symbols, that's more distant, distant but not too distant, if that makes sense. And then we have the very distant future at the end here. We have the very distant future here. So I will be very interested if anyone sees anything in the very center. We didn't get any herbs in the center with Tam, but we're getting herbs in the center with Sarumi here. Does anyone feel like they see any symbols, letters, anything like that in the distant future? So, but let's begin. So again, I'm mainly saying this to remind myself. We begin at the handle and we read in a clockwise direction. So, so there really is not a lot of energy in this current chapter. So I am going to read into a few of these because, as you can see, there's a little bit of herbs coming up here, a little bit in the snake, horseshoe, diamond, and heart. We are getting little bits of energy. So but it does seem like most of your energy, most of your leaves are in the distant the how can I say so there's current, there's kind of near, and then the more distant. Yeah, sorry if I'm confusing, but it seems like there's a lot more energy in the future. So it seems kind of like the energy that comes through is like you may be going through a slow period. There may be some blocks that you're coming to. You may be kind of it could be anything. You're going through a slow period. Not much is happening right now. You're stuck. It could even just be you're planning things. You're not taking action yet. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but it just seems like there's not a lot of action going on. So, but there could be planning. Maybe you're planning things, but you're just not taking action on them. It just seems like there's not too much going on in the current chapter. So it could be a little bit of stagnant energy, or yeah, like you said, maybe you're just planning things. But let's see. If we look into the symbols, we'll get more information. So we're looking at a little bit of the snake. So again, similar to Tam's, being careful who you trust, being careful, you know, who you're too open with, too vulnerable with, being aware of scammers and things like that. So that you're getting that warning as well. So maybe there's a lot of energy of that around at the moment. Maybe there is a lot of you know, just distrustful people and scammers and negative people coming to the surface. So we just have to be careful of our trust levels. You know, who are we setting boundaries with? Who can we be vulnerable with? Really tap into your intuition for that. So it's a warning, someone you might not be able to trust, and it is in your current chapter or near future. So just be mindful. But you have a little bit of energy here in the is it diamond? Let me check this. And like I said, I'm learning as I go here. Ace of Diamonds, an important time for your goals, ambitions, and life direction. Expect positive developments and increased self-confidence. Okay, so that's interesting because you're not getting a lot of energy in the near future, but you are getting that. That you could have positive developments and increased self-confidence. So if that kind of stuck or slow energy, you know, that kind of not much going on in the current chapter, if that does resonate with you, it might be a self-confidence thing. Maybe it is a self-confidence thing because it seems like if it could even be a subconscious thing, like a lot of the time we see people doing things that we want to do, and for some reason we think that we couldn't reach that level, you know, but we all can, you can do anything that anyone else can do, if that makes sense. So if you know, maybe you have to train, maybe you have to, you know, practice, but you can do it. So the reason why things might be slow or there might not be a lot of energy might be because of some kind of self-confidence thing. It could even be self-conscious, and it could be holding you back a little bit. If you feel a little bit self-conscious, you definitely should work on releasing that, because this Ace of Diamonds is a very, very positive omen for achieving your manifestations, achieving your dreams. And it's in the near future, you know, it's in the current chapter pretty much. So, you know, it's almost like this possibility, but are you holding yourself back in some way with some kind of doubt or something, you know? So it's something like that is coming up. And then you have the love heart, a little bit of energy going into the love heart, which again, we're having Ace of Hearts. Love and romance are on the menu. Could mean spending time with your partner or beginning of a new relationship with your so it can link to relationships. It can be like a new relationship or a refreshed energy in a current relationship. But like we said with Tam, because Tam got this one as well, The Ace of Hearts. It can also represent your at home. So are you moving house? Is someone moving in? Someone moving out? Are you redecorating? Are you planning a location change? So, something going on with the home setting as well can be linked in that. So it's not necessarily love, but can be. But that's in the pretty near future, so that's pretty good. Um, so let's see. We're also getting. Okay, so we don't have much more going on in the near future. As you can see, it's very plain. There's really not a lot going on in that near and current. So let's move into the distant, where we have a lot of energy. So we have a lot of energy on. Let's see. I have to move it to see Mars and Venus again. So you're having kind of a similar message here. We do have another symbol covered there, but you're having a kind of similar message to Tam here, where we're getting the Mars and the Venus. So again, it's energy, action, and assertiveness. Go for what you really want. So it's really pushing you to. There's something that you want to achieve that you're not quite doing. That's how it really seems, and it's really pushing you to do that. And the Mars energy as well. If we look at the Mars energy, it's really going right into the distant future. It's like there's so much possibility. The path is strong. It's strong. It's possible, and it's possible to be long term and lasting. You know, so it's long term and lasting ambitions, goals. If you be assertive and really go for what you want, so that's positive. But again, we have the Venus. I should remember this. Why do I have to check? Um, Love, art, and harmony bring delightful interlude. You should be. Oh yeah, so creative and romantic again is coming up for you. So you do have creative and romantic. So there's a little bit of romantic energy coming up, but again, the sacral can link to creative energy as well. So it can be about yeah, having a creative flow. You know, maybe trying something new creatively, making something, putting something out there into the world that you created. Um, Even offering service, anything that's creative. You know. Oh, I didn't put my phone on charge. Hold on. Getting a message here of low battery. Bear with me. I don't want it to lose battery. Sorry, disconnected. I can't do it. Oh, right. No. Right. I think we're okay. Let me check. So sorry about that. Okay. Yes, we are charging. That's okay. So, as Rumi says, I rather there be energy in the future than the present, things to look forward to. Yes, absolutely. So it looks really positive with love, creativity, and really achieving your dreams. But there is that message, so self-confidence and assertiveness. You do need to push yourself, it seems like. But let's look. So the last one we have is okay, what am I looking at here? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we did have Venus, but also we have Mercury, so I forgot to do that one. So communication, conversations, travel, and knowledge. This should be a social, lively phase. Okay. So yeah, you're getting communication, throat chakra energy. You could be having throat chakra activations. Just anything really positive throat chakra based is communications, passing interviews. I have tea leaves on my head. Uh, Anything where communication is needed. It's like I always say, I talk about this flow of our social battery, where sometimes our social battery is very low. We have like one conversation and we want to go home and binge a show, but sometimes our social battery is very high, and we're speaking to everyone, we're connecting, we're networking. So it seems like that for you. A lot of communication, a lot of social energy, achieving your goals if you are assertive and confident enough, and a positive omen on the love path, we would say. The love path actually looks a little bit closer. I wouldn't say closer, but I would say the the energy of that kind of work or creative or whatever that taking action is. That seems very long lasting, very long term. It goes right into the distant future. So it seems like whatever you try your hand at works out for you. So it's really positive. The love energy, it's it is good. There's a lot of energy there. There's a kind of a break in it coming to the distant future. So there could be an issue there. Maybe there's a little bit of an issue in the relationship at that point, but it does seem like it picks back up. The trail goes back again. So it could be like a break, it could be like an argument, it could be a conflict, it could be something that you really have to work through for your, it could be, it's just, if you're twin flames or if you're soulmates, maybe it's just a lesson that you have to learn, but there is a little break there, there is some issue that goes on there in the relationship, so just be mindful of that. But it does seem like the relationship's positive. It looks like it gets back on track, so that's what I would say. But I would say unfortunately, it looks like there is a little bit of a conflict or something going on there, you know? So yeah, so that was Sarumi, but a lot of positivity for the future for Sarumi, I would say. Sorry. Um, let's see. I really appreciate the compliments, thank you. Let's see. Fireballs, I see a running horse. Its head is huge, like a moose, but there are no antlers. Okay, so a horse. I think there is a horse in here. I really appreciate you guys seeing the symbols. Like, oh, that's unicorn. There's a unicorn here. Where's just a horse? Let's see. Oh, did I miss it? No. Oh. This donkey. Oh, horse. Inner strength and a well-developed philosophy of life carry you through. I think it continues. Carry you through most difficulties and crisis. Often the horse signifies a journey that brings benefits in some way, perhaps a new job or a successful business deal. So that really does resonate with what's coming up with that Mars and things like that as well. You may need to adopt a hopeful attitude before you can benefit from the current possibilities. So actually, the horse really resonates with that message of saying it's all about you. The hopeful attitude, believing in yourself, the self-confidence, and then it will come. So you keep getting that message. And also, it doesn't say in the book, but the horse totem animal signifies momentum. So it's like either picking up momentum or the horse can help you to keep the momentum. And it looks like you do keep the momentum anyway. But yeah, if you do feel like you're kind of stuck, if you feel like the momentum stops or slows down, connect with the horse totem animal. That's what I would say. So yeah. So really, I rather there be energy. Oh yes, I read that one. Maya! Okay, yeah, I think you're next, so that's great. So really, I'm at a standstill waiting to be fully recovered, and then I can make plans. When I can make choices in the future, it may be overwhelming to be able to choose. I think I saw a clover. Do you feel twin flames are soulmate? Get a job. Yeah. So that what you're saying there makes perfect sense. Oh. What you're saying there makes perfect sense where you're saying, I'm at a standstill waiting to be fully recovered. So that really shows and how there's no energy in that current chapter. So yeah, but the future looks really positive, so that's great. I feel a little bit more twin flame energy from this. That's what I'm feeling. A little bit more twin flame energy from that. Just to say, to answer your question there, but what they've done. But let's just see if there's clover. So we already know clover is lucky. You know, maybe we're just looking at luck here because it does look like things really pick up. So yeah, it could just simply be luck. But we'll just see. We'll see if it's in here. Oh, a clover. Most of us know that this is a lucky sign, yeah, but it's not the kind of luck that overwhelms you. It's the kind of luck you must search out, work for, and consciously invite into your life. A four-leaf clover is very hard to find in a field full of plants, but they're just the same. You must make an effort to visualize positive outcomes and strengthen your faith, hope, and optimism. Then, just when you least expect it, a lucky break will help you on your way. Is it a coincidence? Maybe, but then again, maybe not. So you're getting a lot of messages about this luck picking up, things picking up in the future. So yeah, it's a very positive message, so I do like that. So yeah, so that was Sarumi. That was an interesting one. I did really like that. Bear with me. I might have to boil the kettle again. I boiled it way too early before I started the stream, so it's a bit cold now. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Cold. So yeah, like I say, this is not how I usually wash dishes, but this is just makeshift whilst I'm on stream. So yeah, we just want to make sure there's no herbs in it, and that's fine. Oh, the saucer as well. Sorry if the noises are a bit loud or anything. Right, so we just want all the herbs off there. So Sarumi, so that was Sarumi. So I hope you enjoyed that, and it looks like you have a lot to look forward to, so that's really great. Okay. Somebody says thank you, Venus, for spilling the tea. Yeah, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I do feel like I'm getting a bit more into it. I really appreciate that you guys come and because maybe what else? Goblin tarot or normal tarot or anything like that. I know what I'm saying. I know, I know it. But with this one, it is practice. So I really appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate the patience, and I also appreciate the input when you guys are seeing symbols and things like that. That's great. I really love that. So let's cleanse for Maya. So we're cleansing for Maya now. Oh, where's my verving gone? Oh, there we go. I lost the verving. Right, okay. So we're cleansing for Maya now. So, like I said, you can cleanse with sage, incense, crystals, whatever you want. We are using vervain to cleanse. So, we put the vervain in the teacup. If you saw that, I don't know, it might be behind the chat. So, and then we rotate clockwise 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There we are. So we have our teacup ready and cleansed for Maya. Okay, so let's get our spoonful of herbs. So do we how many members still in? I just want to double check and confirm that we're doing a normal crystal ball today and the members tomorrow. I just want to double check that. So there's our spoon. Oh, we're kind of running out, so I'll have to get my Earl Grey. So okay. So we have our herbs for Maya. So Maya, so of course, like I said, I need to boil the kettle. It's not quite hot enough right now. Is it boiling? Yes, it's boiling. Yeah, sorry if that's loud. Guided by Universe, hello and welcome. I hope you are well. So we are on doing tea leaf reading. Why am I so forgetful? Tea leaf reading today. Okay. So did you have one last time? Let me know. Guided by Universe. I think you did. I think you had one. But this is for Maya. So Maya. So of course, I'm going to focus on your energy, Maya. Like I said, if Maya was here, I would offer her a sip of the tea, or she could hold the teacup, just put her energy into the tea. So do kind of focus, maybe you can see the teacup a little bit, have a little focus on that. I think we're boiled here. Wonderful. Okay. So yeah, very, very careful. So fill up to the black line, like I said. Nice. That'll stay hot for the next one. We're gonna have a little mix, and we're thinking of Maya, thinking of your energy. And then we'll pour it away. Guided by Universe, didn't you have one last time? I'm pretty sure that you had one, but if I'm mistaken, I do apologise. So Maya. So be very careful pouring it out because we don't want to lose all of our herbs. Okay. Yeah, I don't think everything's good. Okay. So here we are. So this is Maya's one. The water sounds like ASMR. Amazing. Okay, that's good. So as you can see, we have a little bit of water left in our teapot. So we do place it on our saucer, and we spin our teacup 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There we are. So we're turning it over. Wow. It's a little bit scattered. That's really, really interesting. So there's not many places where the leaves really want to go, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like they're scattered, they don't really know what they're doing or where they're going. This can represent something like It can be if you feel very scattered, if you're unsure about your future, you don't really know what you're doing. Maybe there's a lot of things going on in your mind, or maybe you just have a lot of opportunities. You have a lot of opportunities, and it might be overwhelming. You might be a little bit stuck about things. So yeah, when it's really scattered like that, I do feel a little bit like that represents something in your life. It might not be you, but it might be, say, like your living situation or your money situation, or there's something in your life that's very scattered and not what how do we say um not perfect, something that maybe you do want to work on, because it is pretty scattered. But yeah, so we'll go from the handle like always, and we go clockwise around. So we're looking at the near future first. So it's a little bit of water in here, doesn't want to leave. There we are. So if anyone does see anything, you're seeing an animal, a shape, a letter, anything you might see, you can let me know. There we are. So, okay. So we're going from the handle, we're going clockwise. And the main thing we are seeing here is a lot of herbs on I think that's the bell. The bell and the spade, I think. So if you can see it, obviously you can't because they're covered. But I think this one's the bell and this one's the spade. So if we're going clockwise, we're looking at the bell first. So let's do that. So some happy news. Some happy news. Sometimes this means you'll be making positive changes in your life. So happy news, positive changes in your life. Some happy news is coming to you when we are on the bell energy. But then we move to the spade. So that ace of spades, legal matters, official documents, large companies and serious commitments are all signified by this symbol. Actions and agreements made now could have a lasting or faithful effect on your future. Be thoughtful and cautious. So yeah, so it's kind of that energy of like sometimes when we're in like some kind of like retrograde or something maybe, and we're being guided to not really thoroughly read any documents that you're signing. So if you are making any big purchases, getting a new job, getting a house, anything like that, read through the documents very carefully. Just be very cautious. If you're signing anything like that, just be very cautious. That's what it's about. But yeah, legal matters, anything that's big, so legal matters, really big purchases, like I said, house, cars, a new job, things like that. Just be very cautious with things like that. Read those terms and conditions that no one reads, and just be very careful. Any decisions that you make now are going to have a very lasting impact, so just be careful with that. And that's interesting as well, because the energy from the spade, if we look, the tea leaves, they actually do go from the near future into the distant. So it's affirming that that's something that's long lasting. Any decision you make there will be long lasting, okay? So that is just a warning there. So then we move around, and you do have a bit of energy in the cat. With the cat, yeah, it's that energy. We were talking about it before. It's your independence and your companionship, a balance between the two. It's like, are you spending too much time with someone? You need to be alone a little bit, or are you alone too much and you need to spend some time with people, or the romantic partner. So it's very much about balancing my independence with my companionship in a way. So with that one, yeah, there might be something coming up that is more independent. So for example, if you were to start your own business, or I don't know, how can I say, anything that's like new and independent. It's like fleeing the nest, if that's the phrase. It's kind of like doing something big on your own, so doing something very big independently on your own. But it's just a reminder to, if you don't get too tied into that independent thing, make sure you are balancing it with your companionship as well. Okay, so we do have a bit of scattered energy there. Not enough to read in those ones, I would say. No, I don't really see. Let me see, because we're looking for shapes here, like fixed shapes, like I think I'm being dripped on triangles, squares, things like that. I'm not really seeing anything like that in the near future. So yeah, the near future does seem to be that warning. Just being cautious of signing things. Good news coming to you though, so that's good. And yeah, the cat energy. They're the main things, and this is current and near future that we're seeing here. And then we're going to the distant future, and we see most of the herbs have formed here in this section. And this is, let me see, I have to move it to see. So we have, the moon and the, why do I always forget these symbols? The moon and Mars, I think? Let's check. So we have, yes, I'm right. I always doubt myself. So the moon. So this is more distant future, remember. Your innermost feelings and most intimate relationships will be important. Pay attention to your dreams and intuitive inspiration. So yeah, a little bit more importance coming around the intimate relationships. That could be a deepening of a connection. If you're single, meeting someone, if you've met someone, getting into a relationship. If you're in a relationship, maybe even like an engagement, a proposal, something like that. Mars energy, action and assertiveness again. Go for what you really want, unless other symbols advise against it, which they don't. So you are really being guided to go for what you want. Have that independence of the cat, and just go for what you're wanting to do. Just it's again a similar message to, I think, Sarumi Goth, that it is just about going for it. A lot of the time we do have opportunities that come to us, but I don't know, we like let them slip by because we're not taking that chance. So, but it looks really positive. It does look positive. Let's see. I just check the messages here. Bear with me. Sorry. Thank you for the likes. I greatly appreciate that. 11:11. It felt like that yesterday. You're getting a new job soon. Yeah, that kind of resonates as well. So fire and water. I saw a leaf again, and wasn't a leaf. I need to try to keep this in my mind, but it was about something like turning a new page. Like yeah, I think so. Let's find it, and I will lose it again. Oh, I'm really not good at this. Leaf. There are sections as well. What's this section? Here we go. Leaves are connected with the passage of time, hence the saying turning over a new leaf. Since leaves also refer to pages in a book, springtime, new growth, and fresh starts are possible. A cycle of events is just beginning or coming to a close. Either way, the changes will be natural and inevitable, just like the growth and decay of the leaves themselves. Yeah, so it is kind of, it's that affirmation of inevitable change. It's like when you see 555 angel number, that is like a change that you're just not going to be able to do anything about. It's going to change. Yeah, I really feel like that cat independent energy resonates with you already. So it could just be affirming that you need to keep that open, that's really positive. Virgo Chosen, hello and welcome. So we have, let's see, we do have, Guided by Universe, are you still here? I asked if you had one last time, I think you did, but I can't remember. Virgo, I know you haven't had one, so let me just put you down. We'll see how it goes, because let's see what time we're at. Okay, so we have fire and water to do now. We may get one more done after fire and water. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. So guys, if you like the stream, if you want more tea leaf reading, if you want to get a reading and you come in late, please like the video, because the more likes I get on the video, the more I'm going to think, oh, people want that, people want me to do that, so I'll do it again. So yeah, how I kind of know which streams I want to do is by how much you like it. So if you don't get a reading and you want one next time, please like the video. And if you want to be prioritized, if you're going to really try to make it early, let me know and I will prioritize you. So anyone who wants to come in early, I will prioritize you for next time. Let's see. When I say come in early, I just mean like, well, on time, Oh, herbs everywhere. Right. Yeah, so you just want all the energy of Maya. It's beautiful energy, but we don't want it for fire and water. So yeah, I'm just getting all the leaves, the herbs out, and then, like I said, you can cleanse. Excuse me. You can cleanse with crystals, sage, incense, whatever you want. But we are cleansing with. Hello and welcome, new people. Hello and welcome. We are cleansing with vervain. We put 3 drops of vervain in the cup, and then we turn it upside down. And we, oh, there's herbs on the outside. Oh no. Okay. So we turn it upside down and we spin it 3 times. 1. Sorry about the noise. 2. 3. So we spin it 3 times. Cleansed of Maya's energy, and now we have fire and water. So we're going to do fire and water. So let me just read the messages here. Maya says sounds very accurate. Yeah, so that's great. Zara, hello, welcome. Buddy says, what do you think I should do to get the chasing and serious fighting nature and actions of hate again? He's been thinking head over heart, and it's affecting me as we broke up due to this. I was crying like anything while he was distant and cold and said couldn't keep the relation. I'm really sorry to read that. I'm so sorry to read that. I mean, the things that you can do if you're having issues in a relationship like that, the main things I recommend are Reiki and spells. I recommend Reiki and spells, you know, maybe a love spell, maybe a sweetening spell, maybe just some heart chakra Reiki, things like that. Yeah, they're the kind of things I recommend. So I'm really sorry to read that. That's really, it is upsetting, you know, I'm really sorry to read that. Yeah, so sending love, light and blessings to you just as fire and water says. But yeah, if you want any spells or Reiki or anything like that, very welcome to check out my website. It's in the description of the video, secretfrequencies.com/shop, and you can see any spells or maybe Reiki that may interest you for that, to help that situation. Yeah, you might be interested in that, but I'm really sorry to read that. So fire and water. So we are focusing on fire and water's energy now, with these tea leaves. So we got I'm doing a tablespoon of our herbs, our beautiful lemongrass and ginger tea leaf. Okay, so now our kettle is still very hot, which is nice. So let's fill up this to the black line, and unfortunately do not have the pleasure of fire and water being in my presence physically. So like I said with others, what we do, stirring the herbs and just focusing on fire and water's energy, just focusing on that energy, the beautiful energy, you know. And you can focus on, I know tea leaf readings come up very general, but you can, if you do have something you want to focus on, of course you can do that. Okay, yeah, I feel good about that. So let's pour out. Like I said, I would love to offer you, I would love for you to have a little sip. Just a little sip, put your energy in it, or just hold it, you know. I would probably drink it if it was Earl Grey. So we're pouring the water out. We don't want all of the herbs to leave. Ah. Okay. This is what we have at the moment. And what we do, we put it back onto our saucer, and we're spinning it 3 times again. Still focusing on the energy of fire and water. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Yeah, I want this behavior. I will, you know, Goody, if you want to message me off stream about this and we can have a discussion, my email, Facebook, and Discord are all in the description of the video. I'm very happy for people to message me. You know, you don't feel like I'm just like a business, you know, like if this is just a business. I really love this community. I want everyone in this community to be happy and safe and all of those things. So if you do want to kind of vent or ask for any advice or anything like that, you can contact me. You know, I'm very open to chatting with you guys in a friendly way, as well as, you know, if you do want to buy a spell or Reiki or anything like that, I'm very happy to also just chat with you like in a friendly way. So my Facebook, Discord, and email are all in the description of the video. You're very welcome to contact me off stream. I'm very friendly and very approachable and a very nice person, you know. At the Psychology, a band The Witch. Okay. Oh, hello and welcome. Goody, Fire and Water, it feels nice to hear this from you. Thank you. Yeah, she's very, very sweet. She's so sweet. And she really, you know, comes from the heart. Absolutely. Samuel, chicken noodle will be better. I don't know about that. Firewood says, I see a heart. Amazing. Yeah, so let's get into our... I see the heart. Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, so this is great. So, excuse me, I need water. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, talking too much. My throat is like, stop. Right, okay. So we start from the handle, we work our way around. Like I said, if you see any, shapes or letters or anything, do let me know. Good evening. I'll renew my membership by tomorrow. I just sure I didn't get renewed. Yeah, but you know, guys, sometimes you might be a member, sometimes you might not. Sometimes you might not. You know, you might have other priorities, and that's okay. I'm always going to be just as. Of course, you're not going to be on the member streams, but I'm always going to be just as nice to you guys. Like, I'm not. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say I give special treatment to. You know, I mean in a friendly way, you know. I mean, like, of course members get perks, but I mean, I'm still open to chatting to subscribers, you know, even if you're not a member, so don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, it'd be great if you do become a member. We would love to see you in the chat more. We would love to see you in the chat. We would love to. But yeah, yeah, I would love to see you more. I feel like, Goody, you're someone that I do miss quite often, like Fire and Water. Like, I'm so happy right now that I have a tea leaf reading for Fire and Water, because I always, always miss you. And I do miss Goody quite a lot as well. Yeah, Fire and Water is on Discord as well. So we have like a community Discord. It's links in the description. I don't think you're in it. It's very quiet. Not a lot of people talk in it, but people will be there for you if you need them. You know, if you want to post something, like you need some help with something or advice, I'm sure people will reply. It's not a super active chat, but everyone there is very, very lovely and empaths basically. So yeah, so let's get back to this. So beginning here, working clockwise around in our near future first. The first thing we come to is the horseshoe. So I think we have luck in the horseshoe, pretty sure. I think we all know. Fortunate coincidences, lucky breaks, and meaningful surprises await you. Keep an open mind. And this is in the near future, like a kind of present moment, near future-ish energy. But if you see, the leaves are very scattered. There's not a lot of energy in there. So this kind of tells me that you might have to be really working towards this opportunity, or you might have to reach out for it. It's kind of like it might not necessarily come to you quite easily, but it is there. The opportunity, the possibility is there. Okay. Goody say same here, dear. I miss you so much. I remember your guys and you're always healing. I see you as my big sis. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to stop in the middle of the reading, but that is so, so sweet. I love that. Oh my gosh, that has made my day. Like, made my day. That is so sweet. Really, honestly, don't be afraid to reach out to either of us. Me, Fire and Water, anyone, you know, you might need a bit of support or anything. But that is so sweet. That's so sweet. So, okay, sorry, Fire and Water. So yeah, so look, there's energy there, but it's not super strong. So you might have to be working towards that a little bit, or you might really have to look out for that. It's not going to just slap you in the face, you know. So yeah, we do have that. The next one that's really standing out, we have a lot of energy in the glass, and moving a little bit to the star, and also the cross. So we have all three of these. We have the glass, the star, and the cross coming up. So let's look at those. I know the glass is about but community and reaching, connecting with people and things like that. So I'm trying to get them in my mind. Celebrations, parties, and social invitations of every kind are indicated. Enjoy yourself. So say yes to any social gatherings. Maybe you're even going to plan a social gathering yourself. Again, like I always say here, it might be the online community. Maybe we actually plan another Discord call. It could be that. That would be lovely. I would love that. But that's kind of the energy you're getting with that. Enjoy yourself. Celebrate things. Enjoy yourself. Be in that energy of you are you be proud of yourself. So the star is success in your projects. Recognition and praise are all indicated. This is the lucky sign. So recognition and praise are coming up. But then we have the cross, which is a warning against overdoing it, taking on more than you can handle, or making impulsive mistakes by rushing things. Okay, so don't rush anything. You don't feel like you have to put it out there straight away. Don't feel like it has to happen straight away. Everybody's path is slightly different. Your path might take a little bit more time. Slow and steady wins the race. So just don't rush things, okay? So even though we're getting a current chapter for that, it feels a little bit like it's not super current. Maybe you're just stepping into this chapter because current chapters usually around 3 months. So it feels a little bit like maybe you're just stepping into it because you are getting that message of not rushing and slowing down. So it's going to take a little bit more time, basically, is what I'm saying. Um, let's see here. We'll move into the near future in a second. How do I know when I should wait and when I should work for? Yeah, so if anything comes up in the why do I keep forgetting what's called in the tea leaf reading, and you kind of want to make a bit more sense of it, you maybe ask a few questions in the crystal ball about it, because I wouldn't necessarily say that tea leaf reading can answer a specific question like that, like a crystal ball can, but yeah, so we are seeing that energy at least of like that slowing down, everything like that. That's the kind of current chapter. But moving into the near future, like you said, we have a heart. So I'm guessing that love energy, this could be making new friends, could be deeper connection with friends you already have, could be it could be unconditional kind of love, like you're caring for plants, animals, things like that. But of course, it's very linked to romantic connections. A spark in a romantic connection, growth of a romantic connection, more positive energy in a romantic connection, just more love, more love, opening of the heart chakra, connecting of the heart chakras. So that's really nice. A little bit more into the distant future, but we are seeing it, so that's nice. But we are looking at the Mars and the Mercury here. So let's look at the Mars and the Mercury. We're getting, so Mars again is that action and assertiveness. Go for what you really want, unless other symbols advise against it. Now, other symbols don't advise against it. The only thing that kind of contradicts the Mars energy is the timing. So Mars is like rush it, do it kind of now, but you're being guided to slow down a little bit. So where it says unless other symbols advise against it, it's not saying don't take action. It's not saying don't go for what you want, but take note of that. Don't rush energy. Take note of that slow down energy. You might be taking on more than you can handle, or you might maybe you're not doing it now, but you might be doing it soon, or it could be your head. You're overthinking too much in your head. Not necessarily that you're taking loads of action, like you're putting loads of action in. It can be like you're just overthinking in your mind. It's all too much. So slow down with that. Mercury, communication, conversations, travel, and knowledge. This should be a socially lively phase. So you've probably heard me a million times talking about that social battery, but you're getting Mercury and you're getting the glass. So the glass is in the near future, Mercury's in the distant. So it seems like your social energies are going to be heightened for a long time, for quite a long time. So this will help with networking, making friends, things like interviews or any kind of communication, public speaking, putting yourself out there, writing a book, anything like that, anything that's putting your energy out to others in an expressing yourself or speaking kind of way. So it really seems like social energies are, they're going to be with you for a long time, so you might as well tap into them. You might as well utilize that energy. And then we are the other symbol we really are covering here is the Saturn. So self-discipline, responsibility, and plain hard work are needed. Now, you may face some kind of test or need to make some area of your life more efficient. So there might be something that's inefficient, basically, something you need to mix up and change a little bit. But also, like it's saying there, what was that other word? Test, a test. So something that you're going through might be a test, and that might also be why you're being told not to rush, because our life lessons, our tests and things like that. It's important. It's really important to, do them right, get through them, positive energy. So yeah, that kind of resonates as well, and that's a distant future. But we are seeing, like you said, with the heart, it really does look like more love energy, more, and it could even be balancing of the emotions, because the heart's the emotional center. Maybe you could if you are too over emotional in some way, you might put a bit of a guard up and be positive. If your heart's too closed, you're opening it a little bit, So it's all about balancing that chakra, and that looks really positive. The heart's literally pointing right to the center of the teacup, so that's like saying long term, very long term, very positive. So yeah, but let's see, did you see anything yourself? When you hold the cup like that, it looks like that was Cinderella's shoe under the heart. Interesting. I wonder if there's a message for shoe. And we have heart here. Perfect heart shape in your cup signifies love and romance, just as you would expect. But any breaks or lines inside the symbol, oh no, we don't have that. No, it's a very good one. I wouldn't say that. But let's see. You said you saw a shoe. Shoe. Do we get a shoe? Shoe. You are on the right path, but need some help, praise, or encouragement to keep going. Just be careful who you ask, as gossip or negative influences can accompany this sign. Knowing you are heading in the right direction is sometimes all the help you need for now, so just keep going. So yeah, you're on the right path, but just be careful with what was it, negative influences? Gossip and negative influences. We don't want to tap into negative energy. We don't want to tap into gossip or anything like that. We want to stay in our high positive energies. And yeah, so it looks like it's the love. I think the love is really, really strong, but there is this energy. We're getting a lot of messages of you can achieve, but it takes time and hard work, unfortunately. Which we all know. We know that that's on our life path. Oh yeah, and Firewall says I would love a Discord call too. So Goody, if Goody and you and me uh could do a Discord call, I'm sure Jasmine will come in. So we could have at least four, I think. So we could do it. We could do it. And just have a general chat. Oh, I have been so scattered between family renovations and previous work. I'm trying to get discipline yourself. Balancing of the heart chakra definitely reads true. Thank you, sweetheart. So yeah, so that was so that was tea leaf reading again. I'm so happy to do it. I'm really really enjoying it. And I feel like like I said, it's practice, and I feel like I'm getting a bit better at it. You guys are really great with symbols. Fire and water, you're great with the symbols, so it's really nice to have you here. But yeah, so what I would say, you know, I love doing readings. I love just sitting here and doing readings, answering questions. But I do also want secret frequencies to be a safe space, a safe community with no trolls, nothing like that. Just a nice, safe community. And if someone is going through something, of course, my job is to be a reader or energy worker, or I cast spells, and I'm happy to do that. But like I said, I'm also happy to be there as a friend. I do want this community to just be a community. I don't want to be like a seller on the internet, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be this person who's here and the audience is there. I want this nice community where maybe one day we meet up together, and we support each other. And every time someone is going through something, I do put that into my own prayers and meditations, because of course, as well as the work that I do my own prayers and meditations at the end of the day, and I will focus on something Fire and Water has said to me, and Goody as well. I'll focus on you as well. Rock Artist says you read cards. Um, I do read cards, but today we did tea leaf reading. So we didn't do cards today, but we'll have cards. Actually, there's a crystal ball stream in about 2.5 hours here. Is it 2.5 hours? I think. Let me check the time. Um, yeah, in about 2 hours, I have a crystal ball stream here. I will be reading cards. So if you want cards read, you're very welcome to join that one. And Nick Emery, well, thank you very much. It's a compliment, I guess. Thank you. Rock artist. I have a friend I love, but not sure she's interested. She's playing hard to get. What's okay? Okay. So this is that. That's a crystal ball question. So guys, in 2.5 hours, I'll be back here with a crystal ball stream. So it's been amazing. So it does seem like we only get through 4 in the stream. I don't know. Maybe I could fit another one in, but I think I am going to just prepare because I do have a session to do between this and the crystal ball. So it seems like we've come to kind of a natural end. Um, so okay, so love, light, and blessings to anybody who is still with me. Love, light, and blessings. If you have not liked the video, please do like the video. If you are interested in readings like this, even if you did not get one, please like the video. It lets me know that you want me to do it again. Subscribe if you are new. I do many different types of readings here. We have crystal ball, tarot, tea leaf reading, room reading, palm reading, aura reading, all different types of readings here. So yeah, you're very welcome to. We do spells as well. So guys, as well, anyone who's left, I'm thinking of an abundance spell very soon. I've put a post up about that, so check my post on my posts tab of YouTube as well. I'm always updating on the posts when I might stream and things like that. So yeah, love, light, and blessings to each of you. I really, really hope to see you soon. And rock artist, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Um, okay. Thank you very much. So yes, love, light, and blessings to each of you. Really hope to see you soon. Crystal ball very soon. And yeah, check my post section for any updates and stay in touch. So my Facebook, Discord, and email are all in the description of the video. And again, like I said, if you want a more in-depth reading, if you're looking for something a bit more in-depth, personal, one-on-one, go to my website, secretfrequencies.com/shop. Yeah, so that is my website. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. Oh, goody. Yeah, so if you are wanting a reading, I'll put you on so you'll be priority for the next one. I'm going to schedule the next one very soon. So we have Virgo Chosen and Goody, I think, prioritized for the next one. And I have to check if I Universe had one. I'm really not sure. But yeah, so check out the page because that's where I'm going to post when I'm next free to do another one. But yeah, crystal ball in just over 2 hours. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. I really hope to see you soon.